So before I started with Modern Athlete, I was coming off a deployment. I had gained a little bit of weight. I had not been focusing so much on running and calisthenics. I was more focused on just putting up weight in the gym. And then I had started getting back into calisthenics and running, and sort of realized that I needed a little more guidance. So that's when I sought out guidance from Modern Athlete. So the specific needs that led me to seek out Modern Athlete were a honestly a need for better programming. I myself had just sort of been throwing together different parts of random working out plans, different running plans, and then uh, pull up plans, all sorts of random stuff I was just doing concurrently, hoping to achieve some effect, some outcome where I'd be able to max my fitness test while also being able to, keep my strength and my fitness in rucking. When I realized that whatever programming I was doing not was not working, I sought out the guidance from Modern Athlete, from the professionals there who were able to help me with programming so that I could recover better and actually make gains in the areas concurrently rather than just getting better at one while getting worse at the others. The biggest challenge and obstacle that I was facing before Modern Athlete was specifically pull ups. I'm a taller guy, longer wingspan, and I just, as long as I've been doing pull ups, I've never been able to max the fitness test by the Marine Corps standard. I've always been shy of 23, been getting 18, 19 my whole life. So I specifically sought out mass for that purpose. I knew there was something out there that could that could that I could target that would help me be more confident in my pull-ups and reach that goal easily. Um, and I just needed a little more help with the programming. So Modern Athlete guided me towards my challenges and helped me towards my goals specifically by getting me to work with Coach Andy. He started programming new pull-up variations for me, pull-up exercises I'd never heard of, core work that uh, adjacently translated to me getting better at pull-ups, like the ab wheel. He explained to me that doing the ab wheel mimics the pull-up motion but targets different muscles, so they'll be woken up and activated the next time I do a set. And all of that helped me to add reps to my pull up count like crazy. Um, i was i was starting to feel more stable in my core, and I was having progressive overload and doing weighted pull-ups and regular body weight pull-ups on alternating days with enough rest that previously I would not have been able to done on my own. All of this while, again, Coach Andy was also programming running workouts for me. So I was able to know how to split those two up, which ones to do first, and get enough rest to continue working towards my goals. Key experience that I had during my journey with Modern Athlete that was particularly impactful was during my some of my fitness tests that I've taken since. I've shown up uh, during my fitness tests and surprised myself with my performance. I've been minutes faster on my 3 mile. I've added reps to my pull ups with very strict form. Where in the past, I may have been cheating a little bit to get those extra reps. This time, I didn't need to. Um, and overall, every time I get up on the bar now, I just feel so much more stable and like I'm not leaking energy or feeling weak when I'm doing things. The recovery feels better. The runs, I feel lighter. But most importantly, on those fitness tests, I think every time in between when I'm working out, I'm confident that I'm making progress on every workout. Honestly, I didn't have any hesitation or skepticism. The reviews spoke for themselves. Um, a lot of it was social media based for me. I was um, on Instagram, seeing the kind of content they posted, and it looked like it aligned closely to me. Coach Andy's credentials speak for themselves as well. Um, and through the onboarding process, I was confident that the expertise that the staff at Modern Athlete had was exactly what I was looking for, and I pretty much knew I was gonna do as I was told, and you know, hope for the best, and it paid off. Yeah. Um, I had a overwhelmingly positive experience with Modern Athlete. I initially signed up for 3 months, and then right in the middle of those 3 months, coming off of an exercise, I got sick and not able to work out to the extent I wanted to for 2 straight months. The staff, Coach Andy, and the staff at Modern Athlete were very understanding and very flexible with my schedule. We paused the training until I felt better, and that's exactly what we did. At the end of those 2 months, roughly when I was starting to feel better, starting to get ready to train back to that capacity, we just picked right back up where we left off, without getting back too fast into it, knowing that I'd taken 2 months off, accounting for that as well. Um, so, I mean, really, I couldn't think of a single complaint if I wanted to. Um, it was definitely worth every dollar I spent because, I was ready too in that moment when I was that sick. I was feeling pretty dejected. I was like, whatever, I don't care if I lose the money. I just know right now I can't work out. I need to rest. Um, but luckily, like I said, Coach Andy and the staff at Modern Athlete were able to just work with me in that time rather than telling me I was out of luck. So the aspects of the service and the coaching approach I felt most beneficial was I think the train heroic implementation of the uh, the programming. I first I hadn't used the app before, but I learned pretty quickly. Um, Part of it was on me, honestly. Sometimes forgetting to update it, especially when I would just run because I was trying to, you know, move the numbers over to from my Garmin app um, to the Train Heroic app. But I think that streamlined things a lot, where we were able to use that to see a common picture of how I was performing. Um, but that on top of sort of the run programming too, it was again just stuff I wasn't familiar with when it came down to actually increasing endurance, actually increasing my lactic threshold. I think accounting for the run programming while maintaining my strength or getting stronger, I either was just totally unfamiliar with or something, because that was the part I found most beneficial. I would recommend Modern Athlete to someone like myself, who had similar challenges to me. If you've been struggling with a certain aspect of your fitness that you just can't uh, figure out, and you've been looking at your peers who may be able to do it but you can't, it's not necessarily because you just can't do it. It's because you don't have the right programming or the right expertise to know what works for you. Modern Athlete is 100% recommended by me for anyone who is looking to get over the hump, get to the next level in their fitness journey, and someone who understands that they're going to save the most time getting to that spot by working with someone who's going to try to understand their struggles rather than going for a generic, one plan fits all approach. What I would say to someone who's considering Modern Athlete services but is still on the fence is that um, you really got to think about what you want for yourself. Like I said, it's all about efficiency. If you want to get to that next level in your fitness journey in the smoothest way possible, without wasting any time, without you know doing 3 months of an exercise and then not getting where you wanted, and then being exactly where you are, then you can keep doing that. But genuinely, again, when we talk about efficiency and we talk about um, working out in a safe, productive way, services from Modern Athlete is the way to go, in my opinion.